Garbage. Hello? Hi there. Rockmat. Thank you for enhancing me. I appreciate that very much. Hello, JD Does Dev. And Finite Singularity. Long time no stream. Indeed. Welcome back, everyone. I have returned. I'm back. After 2 weeks of no streams. I see we're going to be fighting about enhancement today. How is everyone doing? I am currently still figuring out how to stream again. Bear with me. Bear. Has it only been 2 weeks? I believe so. Let me check my calendar. No, you are right. It has been longer. My last stream was the 21st of August. So it's actually been 3 weeks. That's pretty incredible. I thought it was 2, but it's actually been 3. Rugmat, I heard that you gave me greetings via a mutual friend of ours, who I had the pleasure of meeting. X-Humming, aka Sarah, is a streamer from Toronto, where I have spent the last 2 weeks on vacation.
And Secretary Cardona and Mayor Bowser and Chancellor Fairbanks.
That's correct. We went for ice cream.
Thank you for joining us as well.
And it
And
was
for families
delicious.
across the country.
We went for ice cream and it was fantastic. I had ice cream before dinner. That's how you know I'm a rebel. Because I ate dessert before going for dinner. And then I had dessert again after dinner. And dinner was really good. It wasn't garbage, I promise. Toronto was amazing. It was very wholesome. I spent a lot of time with family. I saw a lot of people I haven't seen in 7 or 8 years, however long it's been since I was there. I saw people who I'd never seen before, like kids of my cousins, so my nieces and nephews, if you will. And that was very nice. So I had a good time. I was very offline. I barely used my phone at all, just to navigate or look up ridiculous currency conversion from Swiss francs to Canadian to realize how much shopping I'm doing. And that's basically my trip. Obviously with a lot of food. My family loves to eat. I don't know how it is with all of you, but when I see family, there's a lot of food involved. And so it was an absolute food fest, and I ended up eating far too much food on every occasion possible. I had delicious food that I haven't had in years, that you can only get in Canada. And no, it wasn't beaver tail, because I'm sure someone in chat is going to say, oh, I'm sure it was beaver tail. Mr. Shoes, Justin Chatters is not using Darklang anymore. Oh, hi, Jay Walter. You saw my bug report. Oh, yeah, that's a good point, isn't it? Justin Chatters is indeed not using Darklang anymore. I believe it's using my Twitch token, but it probably needs to be refreshed. I think you're right about that. How would you refresh the token? Is there a way to refresh the token? I don't think we accounted for that in the flow. You may have discovered a bug, J. Walter. You may need to go to GitHub. You may need to go to GitHub and file an issue. Yes. Again, it turns out it was not Darklang not working. Surprise, surprise, Darklang was not to blame again. It's usually the stream. Look, let's be honest. The streamer is usually to blame for things that go wrong. AKA me! Because I don't know what I'm doing, chat. I have no idea what I'm doing. It's like the epitome of imposter syndrome. You can have imposter syndrome and no one can see you. You can still have it. But then you have imposter syndrome while you're live in front of a camera with a microphone, and then everyone sees that you have imposter syndrome. It's like a million times worse. Well, anyway, I will fix that later, he said, knowing that he will probably never fix it. JD does dev. How are you today, my friend? It is very good to see you. I heard that you're on holiday, like I was. And in spirit of holiday, I have many things to tell you today. First of all, I will have another holiday. I will be having another break, but it's in October. So just memorize that from like mid-October, I won't be around for a while. Probably like a month at this point. If things go well. If things go well. And I have a meme to share with you today. Doing well, I'm talking at a conference this week with Finite Singularity. Are you serious? Really? You're both at the same conference? That's cool. That's very impressive. How did you do that? How did you swing that? That's pretty nice. I'll also be speaking at a conference in November. Oh, I see. You're both doing talks. I thought you were doing talks together. I thought you were doing... Okay, I see. That's very cool. What's the conference? Drop a link in chat. I'm sure some people are interested in that. If you're based in the US, I believe it's in the US, right? I will also be speaking in November at a conference in Berlin, which I haven't really advertised yet. It is a little bit, how should I say? It's not stealth. It's been on the back burner versus all the other stuff. Ah, Drupal conference. Very nice. Let's take a look at this. Twin Cities Drupal Camp. Very cool. Very, very cool. Well, congratulations, JD and Finite, for being accepted to speak at this conference. That's awesome. Hello, Dio and Iris. Thank you for enhancing me. I hope you're both doing well. It's good to see you again. I am back after a streaming break of 3 weeks, as it turns out. I thought it was 2 weeks, and then chat pointed out that it's been 3 weeks since I last streamed. So, yeah, there you go. Hi, Sherja. Or should I say Jason? What have I been up to? Well, besides being blinded by chat, I have been in Toronto for 2 weeks. So I was on vacation, visiting family. What have you been up to, Dio? Have you been streaming much? Have you been working on your art? And Iris, what have you been up to? It's been a while since we saw each other. I know you came in here a while back, asking questions. Like most people. Most people ask questions when they come in here. You know, I also ask questions when I show up here, because I don't really know what's going on. But anyway, today's plan is not directly data related. But we'll get to that in a second. I've been messing around with Go. Iris, messing with Go. What kind of messes have you been creating with Go? I've never tried Go. I've heard it's very interesting to write. Dio has not been streaming much. Been much renovate on the house and car fixing, but have a lot of cute animals printed. Well, that sounds very productive to me. Are you renovating your own house? That's something I've wanted to do for a long time. I want to buy... My dream long-term plan would be to buy an absolute derelict of a property. Something that's standing, that is concrete. Tear it down to the absolute bare concrete. Put in new electrics, new pipes. Yeah, derelict, like a complete abandoned, you know, like super cheap. Like no one wants it. Basically strip it down to the concrete, put in new plumbing and new electrics from, you know, with specialists, redo the roof, redo the windows, and redo everything. That would be amazing. Iris decided to create a web server start template with Go and corresponding client with Nuxt. That sounds very interesting. Sounds very interesting. A web server start template. So how to run a web server in Go. Go and run your own web server. There's a ton of houses in the US like that. So many wonderful houses are just empty or in horrible shape. See, this is the problem. This is the problem, Jason. Those houses are in the US. And I don't want to move to the US.
Garbage.
Thank you, Steffi. That's like literally the last place I want to go on the planet. France is a... Maybe. I'm thinking more like Nordics, like Sweden, Norway, Finland. That's a possibility. Or, you know, somewhere like New Zealand, just like completely out there. I love to see people renovate and save old amazing mansions and villas. Yeah, because I would love to retain the original structure, right?
Why?
I would love to retain the original structure. Because I think an architect does certain thoughts when they design the construct of a house, you know? But basically, take apart everything else. Like, I only care about the structure. Everything else would be my decision, you know? Why would you want to leave Europe for the US anyway? Why would you want to leave anywhere for the US is the question, Steffi. And I'm not saying it because I don't like Americans. I'm saying because objectively, the system is not good. That's the point. Basically, the infrastructure of the Go server with the patterns that would be used to implement the interesting features already present, like new routes, controllers, query the database. Okay. Also, a lot of cheap houses here. You can get fiber even in the most remote places. Dio, were you based in Germany? Was that correct? Or the Netherlands? I can't remember. Where about in the Nordics? Ah, Sweden. Aha! I seem to have an issue with my vision, so I'm gonna use these trusty glasses to help me see better. Thank you, Iris, for helping me with that. I think in the Nordics, it wouldn't really matter so much where in the sense of which country or which region. It's more what's around it. Because we don't have any family there, right? Neither of us. My partner and I don't have any family there. So if we moved there, it would be what's nearby. Like, how far is it to a grocery store? How far is it to a hospital? How far is it to a vet? You know, basically, you know, determining how far it is to certain things that are important to us. What's the house's situation like? What's the ambient like? I think the biggest thing with the Nordics, to be very honest with you, is just the light situation. Because I don't know what it's like to be permanently in darkness or permanently in lightness for like 3 months a year. I think the darkness I can somehow imagine because I spent like 10 days in Norway in February when it was just dark all the time. I just don't know the summer. I would need to go there in the summer and spend a lot of time there to really understand, is that something that I really want, you know? Netherlands internet is bonkers good, and a lot of servers are there. So it's computer science paradise. Yeah, Netherlands is indeed a pretty decent place. Unfortunately, there's a lot of flooding in the Netherlands, so we'd have to really choose... We'd have to really choose a spot. Germany's a bit funny, because kind of the whole social system in Germany is a bit weird. So if the social system was a bit more in tune with how we wanted things, like kind of like in Switzerland, then I think we would be okay with it. But Germany as it stands today, I don't know. I guess it depends where you live, right? If I trust any coastal country to deal with the rising water levels, I would go with Netherlands. Yeah, absolutely. Switzerland has its advantages. Let's not brush over that. Switzerland has huge advantages. I mean, the flag is a huge plus, really. I have to be honest about that with you, chat. Really. And that's hard to argue, right? That's like that's a really solid argument. I'm so glad I was able to work that into. I'm so proud of myself, chat. Honestly, any country, it depends on where you live. Yeah. Isn't the flag square? Yes, that is correct. The Swiss flag is officially square. It's one of only, I think it's three flags that is square. That's an L in my opinion. Hey, it just makes it fun as an emoji because it's a perfect square. Perfect opportunity. Thank you. Whew, I can finally get out of here. The lights are off. I can do whatever I want. No one can see me. That's the only advantage Switzerland has to Austria. Austria would also be an interesting prospect. Example of a middle of nowhere big cheap house in Sweden. 610 square meter living space. 38,000 euro? 38,000. But that's... What? Is it even livable? It's basically free at that point. That's right, it's basically free. That's basically free, chat. Okay, let's take a look at this, chat. 450,000 kroner. Where is this? Let's find out where it is, chat. Where's the map? How can I find the map? Sepekarta. There we go. Yep, that's in the middle of Sweden. Okay. Yep. But that's a nice... Wow, that's... Very impressive. Very impressive. I mean, that's beautiful. It's an absolute beautiful house. Yeah, I mean, this doesn't need much fixing up at all. This already looks pretty good. Replace a couple of the doors, maybe central plumbing. What was this used for? It's impressive. Very impressive. I'm buying this and becoming a lord. Austria is basically the same as Switzerland, except you get EU benefits. I don't know what the benefits for the EU are. That's the thing. What are EU benefits? I really want to know. This looks like a huge, like a youth hostel or something. Very impressive. Nice find, Dio. Also, when I start if I do start house hunting in Sweden, I definitely have plenty of people. This house even has fiber. What? Incredible. So fiber is like 1 gig? 1 gig up and down? Is that like the... So 450,000 kroner. 450,000 AOR. Swedish krona. In Swiss francs. That's 36,000 Swiss francs. Wow, that's incredible. Wow. That's we could move there today, basically. Wow, that's very impressive. Isn't Switzerland's thing getting EU benefits without doing the EU things? I mean, basically Switzerland negotiates for all the EU stuff without being... Costs a bit to live there, though. Probably costs a bit to heat up. Yeah, so you have to always look at cost of living for how much it is to heat the place, what dependencies are there big renovations that need to be done on the property, etc., etc. 10,000 euros a year. That would not be so bad, probably. I mean, if you factor in mortgage and stuff like that on top of it, it's probably a little bit more. But I think, yeah, with the way things are at the moment in the housing market in Switzerland, I don't think it's going to be possible for us to buy here. I think it's going to be very challenging for us. So we might have to look elsewhere. We might also have to look into other models, right? Like rent to buy or whatever. But anyway, not to bore you, chat. Very interesting discussion. Let's kick things off with the meme of the day. And, well, someone has decided that this is the background of choice for today. I have to fix the background, as usual. Because stuff just, you know, when you restart your computer after 17 years of not using it. There we go. All right, here we go. Now it should be fixed. There we go. So, the meme of the day. Obviously, you can use the MOTD command. Why can't I zoom in on these anymore? When you return from vacation and you try to remember how to stream. This is my feeling. This is my feeling. Hello, Turkish95. Hi, and what is going on? Right now, we are covering the meme of the day, which I have been three weeks away from a computer, more or less. And I don't remember how to do anything. So, surprise, surprise, I am figuring out how to stream again. And part of that is, well, talking to you, chat, as it turns out. The highest bid on that house is 28.6k euro. Wow, that's really not a lot of money. I'm surprised, though. Why do you think that house is so cheap? Like, what is the strongest contributing factor in making that house as cheap as it is, Dio? Because let's be honest, the size of that property and what it has to offer is 38,000 euros is absurd, like absurdly low. Ghosts? They ain't no ghosts. Do you believe in ghosts, chat? I don't believe in ghosts. Need of renovation, suspected water damage. Yeah, those kind of things can get expensive real fast. Turkish95, welcome to the channel. Good to have you here. How did you find the stream? What brings you around these parts today? So today I'm going to be, after we discuss the meme of the day, we're going to be trying out Finite Singularity's new OBS blur plugin. And we're in the software and game development category because we are developing the OBS software by enhancing it with a plugin. We didn't build the plugin ourselves, but that's why we're in the category today, because it's tech related. This is too techy for just chatting. So don't complain that I'm in the wrong category, chat. No renovations done since the current owner bought the house in 2005. Okay, so that's a solid 20 years almost, right? There's no code here. I don't see any code. I see a clown in the pool, but I don't see any pools, any code. Switch to hot tub, pools, and beaches. No, I can't. There's no hot tub or pool or beach here. I'm not allowed to. It's not permitted. I always forget that hype triggers that. So, I'm trying to figure things out still, so you have to be patient with me. But I do remember how to change scenes, so that's amazing. What's that thing we land in the drop game? I mean, yes, it's a pool, but I'm not in the pool. I think the pool needs to be in the room, no? Doesn't the pool need to be in the room for me to be in that category? That's what I understood from the category criteria. There was like, Twitch brought out some kind of criteria thing about what you need to stream in that category sometime. I don't know when they did that. But basically they said there has to be a pool visible. I don't know if they mean an actual pool or just a green screen pool. I did stream hot tubs and pools once, was cold in the pool. Do I not have a pool? Yeah, yes. I have a pool. I mean, we have a shared pool. Yes, that one. It's a shared pool. The house is in a pretty bad state, but the possibilities, you could fit the entire Claw team in there. You probably could. How many rooms is it, J. Walter? By the way, the house we're speaking of, is this house here. Hold on a second, chat. This is the house we are talking about, just so we're clear, okay? This is the house that we're talking about. You've been following me for a long time. Have you, Turkish? Where have I been in the last couple days? Have you seen where I went? Oh, you mean following me on Twitch? That's nice. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You know, when someone says I've been following you for a long time, it's like, you know, I've been following you around. They claim 5 rooms, but given the size, they could split those in multiple rooms. Yeah, I thought there was a layout here somewhere, right? Here we go. So this is the plot. Is there like a... Is there like a... What do you call it? Architect's diagram of the entire house somewhere? Probably not. It has a lot of rooms, though. I can flex on chat. I've met Matty Two Shoes in real life twice. That's very true. Taberna404 mod. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. We're currently looking at a Swedish house that costs 38,000 euros. Hello, Aaron. And welcome in. It's very good to see you. I'm not 100% convinced that he's real. Listen, okay? I've met 2 streamers in Toronto. There are 2 streamers that can attest to my reality. That would be a plan writtening. This house seems to miss one. Yeah, this house doesn't have a plan writtening. It's very unfortunate. But I mean, 38,000 euros for a house is... That's a good price. Who knows? I could be not real. Could they be not real? No, the 2 people I met are very real. Sarah and... I didn't tell anyone this. I'll show you, chat. Look, I have proof, okay? Dio has touched me. That's true. Dio has touched me, okay? Okay. I have proof. I have met the infallible, the amazing, the incredible Canadian broadcaster.
Why?
Zach Bussey. Look, we took a photo together. It's real. See? I met him. I met Zach. My lenses are green screened. There we go. He is Canadian. I met Zach, finally. And not only did I meet Zach, I also met Sarah, aka X Humming. Look at this. I look horrible. Don't look at me. Sarah looks hilarious. We had ice cream. So I met 2 people from Twitch. It's not fake. Don't say fake. Yes, and this flag is not square. I know. This flag is not square. It's not correct. I know it's not correct, okay? I know this flag isn't square. It's fine. It's not a big deal, chat. It's just an ice cream shop. They don't know what's real. They don't know what they should be doing. Yes, it's backwards because y'all are so savage, you know. Anyway, this home is perfect for you if you run a business or have a large hobby, as there are 2 spacious rooms in the basement. That sounds like streaming room to me. That sounds like streaming room to me. That sounds like prime streaming. The flag is not square. The entire photo is fake. AI deepfakes. Definitely Mid-Journey. 1 streaming room, 1 bunny room. Yes, that does sound like a plan, doesn't it? So listen, chat. This is what's going to happen. Buying it and just having a streaming house, rent out a lot of rooms. I mean, if you have a good fiber connection, you could totally do that, yeah. I think what you could do is fix it up and probably rent it as a holiday home. I think that would have good potential. Cyber Enigma, welcome back. Good to have you here. That's the flag of Donal Restus. Exactly. That beautiful country in the middle of Europe. 2.5 hour drive from you. Really, J. Walter? That's very close. You have 10 gigabits, so probably they can get at least 1. Well, I have 1 gigabit here and it's perfectly sufficient. I am very well, Cypher. Thank you very much. I hope you are well as well. On this fine Monday evening. I am also streaming on YouTube. If you would like to support me and you want to do it for free,
subscribe. Bye.
Go subscribe to my YouTube channel and open up the stream and just leave it there. That will do incredible things for me. You have no idea. It would be amazing. If even 5 of you in chat did that right now, I would hit the required watch hours that I need to ask YouTube to partner me. That would be truly incredible. But I can't promise that it'll be... I can't promise it'll be good for you. But it is a vertical format stream. So if you're watching on your phone and you prefer to watch the stream in vertical format, then watch it on YouTube. It was funny when my provider sent an email being sad that they needed to increase prices, and now 10 gigabits cost me €35 a month. Oh, really? That's still very cheap though, Dio. Hello, Aaron. Thank you for commenting on the algorithm on YouTube. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Your internet bill is 100 a month. My internet bill is 55 Swiss francs a month, which is around $65 American. It's incredible. That's... Dio, you're doing a great job on selling Sweden right now. However, there is the small matter of darkness and lightness at various points throughout the year. So it is, you know, while it is a great place, we've established that. Unfortunately, for 3 months of the year, there will be no sunrise or sunset. So, you know, that's just in the far, far north. Yeah, I know that. I know that. And mosquitoes and polar bears. You have bad mosquitoes? In Sweden? I never heard of that. I can barely handle New York late November through early March. Aaron, then you would not do well in Sweden. That house is about as far north as Stockholm. Okay. So does that mean I would not get any light? Still, at some point in the year? Would there be any days in the year where I wouldn't get anything? No. Okay. So maybe there's like a cap. Maybe there's like a line that would be okay. I can deal with like a little bit of light and a little bit of darkness, like, you know. It goes down to maybe 6 hours of light. Okay, that's not so bad. That's not so bad. So only in the really far north. This is sounding more and more plausible. What about like south of Göteborg? How would that be? 31 Celsius? Yeah, unfortunately, it's also very warm here at the moment. We are actually considering, I cannot believe I'm saying this, we are actually considering getting air conditioning. Because it looks like we are going to be embroiled in a very long legal battle with our rental agency. And so, yeah. Basically, considering the amount of time I spend at home and work from home, it might be worth actually just getting it. And then basically putting those costs into court when we ask them for money. Göteborg, the shortest day is 6.5 hours. So basically in the winter time, the lowest amount of light you would have, or the shortest day would be 6.5 hours of light. What about then the flip side would be, is it then the same in the summer that you have 6.5 hours of darkness? Because I can also sleep when it's light out. That's not so much of a problem. Yeah, that's less of an issue. Anyway, we've been chatting for a while. It's good catching up with all of you, chat. What we're going to do today, how many of you know finite singularity? Who here in chat knows finite singularity? I think we'll play a clip just so everyone is familiar with finite singularity. Let's see if there's something good.
We have, first Captain Jack is going to come out from Surly Dead, and
look at this.
Surly
chat.
Dead, really, you're bringing out Jacks?
Look at this incredible performance.
Why ye be calling Captain Jack? Just use the debugger!
It was Surly Dev, Captain Jack. It was Surly Dev. And now, Mr. Jerkface is gonna come out.
Absolutely incredible. Basically, Finite is a very gifted streamer. Finite is also a member of the Claw. He also lost all of his data in a disastrous data loss event earlier this year. And Finite has gone ahead over the last couple weeks and built a plugin for OBS from scratch. Which honestly kind of amazes me that someone can do that. I didn't think it would be possible to write a plugin.
Garbage.
But Finite did it. So Finite wrote a plugin that allows you to blur things. Now I know this sounds really trivial. It sounds really trivial, but it's not. Blur is actually a really computationally intensive thing. And so for someone to do something like that, for someone to create a plugin that blurs with different style of blur on top of that is very impressive. Ah, so there's a website for the Sweden stuff. Thank you, Dio. On June 25th in Göteborg, the sun sets at 10 and rises again at 3. Yeah, that's fine. I would just continue sleeping then. That sounds very viable. I guess we'll have to look at Sweden as a potential option. But that's obviously somewhere in the future. That's not something, that's not a today problem. Let's look at it that way. Anyway, so I figured not only do I want to support Finite's work and be like, hey, this is amazing. Awesome that you're, you know, creating stuff for creators. I think that's really awesome. But I need a blur plugin. I've needed a blur plugin for a while. Because I need a blur plugin in order to do one of the things I've wanted to do on my stream. So I thought this would be a great chance to get back into streaming, is to work on OBS, which always carries its own risks. Yeah, I know, blah, blah, blah. But it would be to work on the stream, on stream. So that's the idea.
Do it.
That's what we're doing.
We'll do it live. Okay.
We are doing it live. 100%
Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
So let's take a look here. If I can bring my OBS over here. My OBS layout, as I've said many times before, is a vertical layout. So it's not going to look really, really good in horizontal. But that's just kind of how things go. So here we go. I'm going to go into this preview mode. Okay, let's switch scenes first. There we go. So for those of you watching on mobile or on YouTube, it's going to be a little bit difficult for you to follow, I think. But I think it should still be possible. Yeah. So, it's funny how the chroma key does stuff there. So, how does a blur filter work? Well, did you catch the Easter egg in the house ad? I did not. Was there an Easter egg in it? I didn't look. So if I go to if I go to something like the bunny cam. Let me just open this in preview mode. So we have a bunny cam. Oh, the light is off. But they're cuddling. Okay, the light should be on. There was a ring light in one of the rooms. Really? And what was the ring light doing? So if I have a source like this and I want to apply a filter, then I can do like this, right? I can right click, I can apply a filter. I can say composite blur. And now I have all of these different blur options. And this is basically what Finite's done with his plugin, is he's offered you all of these different blur things. Now I have to be a bit careful. I cannot go too far with the blur radius, because if I do that, my system is going to get hit with a lot of computationally intensive stuff. So I'm going to keep this value a bit low. I don't want to put too absurd values. But basically there are different types of blur, right? So that when you have a Gaussian blur, you can choose whether it's area, directional, zoom, motion, and the different types of blur are explained, I believe, in the plugin page. You can also like mesh it with a background so that the coloring is correct. You can add masks. I run OBS on an M2 Mac Mini, that's correct, yes. You want to know what the maximum blur is that we could set, right? That's what you want to know, J. Walter. We're not going to answer that while live. Let's put it that way. So if I choose Gaussian area, you can see, I'll turn it up a little bit. This is kind of what happens. It looks like a fairly standard blur. If I do directional, you can see how it's more distorted than it is blurred, right? So you can choose the angle as well. You can choose which direction the blur is actually going. No redemption for that to set the blur level. We will do that shortly. We will do that very shortly. If I do zoom, it will actually zoom in, and you can actually define where in the picture it's going to do that. So you can move the source, right? And if you do motion, it's basically like a... Yeah, it's a motion blur effect. I don't really know how to explain it, but you can change the angle of that as well. Depending on which scenario you have, the blur will be different, whatever blur you need. I think really common is the area Gaussian blur. Now, you can also do a box blur that has area, directional, and zoom, but there is another option here called tilt shift. And tilt shift is really interesting because it makes things appear tiny. So if you have a scene, I don't know if it'll work on this scene, but you can basically make something look kind of miniature, and you can do that using tilt shift. It's not something that you would use every day, let's put it that way, but it is very cool. Hi, Bad Cop. Ah, silly hat. Oh, also Finite had to go, but when Finite comes back, remind Finite that he can get his name on the mask of subscription for September. He would be the first person, actually. We don't have anyone yet. Let me just write September. September 23 in the mask, before I forget. Silly hat, eh? Ad cop. Oh, JD! Thank you! 4 months. 4 months of subscription. You know, Bad Cop, if everything is so enhanced, you can't really see the full glory. So I would recommend that we zoom out. How about that? Also, I wanted to see something. 80/20. Oh, I could go to 30/70. Went to 30/70. Or is it 80/20? 30/70. 20/80. No, it's 30/70. I am in the right scene. Okay, it's good to know. So, JD, where would you like your thing to be? Now I have to go out of program mode. Where would you like your name and color of your name to be on the mask of subscription for September? Thank you very much, JD. Hello, Forex. Very good to see you again as well. Welcome to the stream. Dark green between the eyebrows. Very well. Dark green it is. Your wish is my command. JD does dev. There you go. Between the eyebrows. Thank you very much, JD. I appreciate that. JD is also a member of the Claw stream team, in case you didn't know. Let's see if we can have a funny clip. Do you have any funny clips, JD? I guess we will find out shortly.
And so, since it doesn't have an info manual,
Info manual. Info manual? Is that what you're trying to say? Info manual. So yeah, how are you, Forex? It's very good to see you again. So the blur allows you to obviously blur what's on the scene. Now, what could I use blur for? You ask yourself. Info YAML. Ah. So what could I use blur for? Well, not for the bunnies, that's for sure. The bunnies do not require a blur. But what could I use blur for? Well, there's been an effect that has been away for a while. It's been gone for a while. Those of you who've been on the stream for some time, those long time chatters, you should say, those loyal of you might know of an old redemption that I used to have on my stream, which is data related. And for that redemption, I do require the blur. Can anyone remember what that is? It is currently disabled, so you don't see it in Twitch. But some of you may know it. It is this redemption right here. GDPR. And I used to have this GDPR redemption. And then when I upgraded from a laptop to a desktop computer, I redid my OBS setup and I didn't install one of the plugin suites because it went to a paid version. But now that we have a blur plugin, we can recreate the GDPR effect. Because for GDPR, you need two things. We need the blur effect and we need the voice distortion. So I'm thinking that we can give chat some level of control of how much GDPR should be applied. So it may be a little bit different. We may need to require user input for it. But I'm thinking we can give chat some control. My AirPods just bugged out. Maddie is now looping. Up, 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 up. So that's the plan, chat. That is what we are going to be doing. But seeing as you can see here, ads are going to be starting in 3 minutes. We are going to take a short break. We're going to take a short break to run ads. I'm going to go turn on the light in the bunny room. You can watch some clips of me or ads or both, depending on what your subscription state is. And also the bunny, right? The bunny cam. And when we get back, I will start constructing the blur effect in OBS and tying it into Atom afterwards to automate it so that all of you can blur my camera on top of all the other effects that happen. So they could happen simultaneously. So it could be blurred in hand, lights off, etc. It's kind of the idea is that the things can stack like a hamburger. And with that, I leave you to enjoy the tunes. No, I will mute the music. I leave you to enjoy clips and the ads, and I will see you in just a few minutes normally. Bye-bye. I have a big problem. My parents haven't bought me any more food for me to eat. The cupboards are empty. They don't love me. My keyboard is too big. I can resize it. Moops. Okay. Let's check the other vowels, just for lulz. Oh, there's an A and there's an I in there as well. Wait, fairs. Okay, so it's rails. Yay! I got it. Rails. That was a Seinfeld joke and it worked. Another feature, make the data title use a seed. Stuff to the side projects. I need to add datitle and the SRT CSV parser. And I need to add a stories section for oh no. It's 180 again, isn't it? I was not prepared again. I was totally not prepared. I mean, really not. Look at this absurdity. Like, my teeth are like over my mouth. That's horrible. Go here. Chat, you've lost, haven't you? C3PO. No matter where you go, even if you go A1 or B3, you've lost. So let's say, chat, let's say you went here, I would go here. Boom. Beat ya, chat. Not if we never decide to go. I beat chat in a game of tic-tac-toe. You won't believe what happened next. Oh, sorry, I didn't mute. Sorry. Right join is the best join. I hope you're happy. You can DM me on Discord if you want. I won't say no. Alright, so if we do translate none. There it is, it comes out. None. Boom. There it is. However, the issue is that the other thing doesn't change. Super fun. Follow me on Patreon. It's free. You get stream recaps. You get to find out what we did in the data cafe. You get all the links. It's completely free. Oh, does this work on this scene? Oh, it does! Oh, it's amazing! That's so cool. Thank you, Captain Beard. Thank you to the new followers. Bweezy, JXR, Rex, Rexonus?
Tricky. I have to try and get only some of my voice. Like this? That's not bad. Oh. That's not too bad. Like this. Maybe take out the lower ones. And this is pretty cute. Yeah? Okay! Very good! I had it. Hold on a sec. It's hard to hear at the same time. Wait. Preserve? No. I think I adjusted on the amount a little bit. Like this? Sounds a bit cute. It's a bit robotic-y. Might not be the best one. We can...
Cypher Enigma. An illusion. Nobody knows for real. Who are they? Where are they from? When are they from? They are truly an enigma. And now I feel so much better that I'm here. You ready?
Garbage.
Like, yeah, well, if you wanted to like do things properly, then you should have done your homework, because obviously none of you have done your homework. It's obvious from the questions you were asking.
Hello, and welcome to my stream.
Information. Tesla offers owners an insurance product that utilizes unique telematics that their vehicles provide to offer more bespoke insurance premiums. This product is sold separately, and owners are not obliged to use it and can purchase insurance for their vehicle from any broker. This, chat, is someone complaining about something that they can change. This isn't mandatory. This isn't compulsory. Right join is the best join. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. Okay. That's the one for today. No. No. That is not the one for today. And I'm shocked that you would continue, chat. That you continue clipping all of these audio clips. So if you are wondering whether we are back after break, then today's audio clip for you is that was like the first one. No, not at all. They're always different. They're always very different from each other. So, we are back after break. I hope you enjoyed your break. I'm sorry it was a little bit longer. I forgot to start the ads. So we had a little bit of longer break. I need to promote something, chat. I mean, you complain about why we keep clipping them. Yeah. What's the issue? The audio clip that paid was like the first one. Well, yeah, but if you didn't clip them, they wouldn't appear in the... they wouldn't get played in the first place, you know? It's like magic. If you don't clip it, it doesn't get played. I need to promote something for you. I've launched something. I've launched something, and I want to tell all of you about it. Can anyone guess what I've launched? I actually launched something before I went away. For those of you who follow me on various platforms, you may have seen it already. But I launched my own live learn cohort. That's right. In October, which is why I'm going to be away, which is why I won't be streaming for 3 weeks probably. In October, I'm going to be running a 3-week live learn cohort on decision science. Hello, Fafin. How do you do? Very good to see you. Welcome back to the stream. Lovely to have you here, as well as everybody else. So, I had a lot of questions about this already. I'll try to cover 1 or 2 of the questions now. And if you have any questions about it, then just write in chat and I'll see if I can answer it. Why am I running a live learn cohort on decision science? The number one reason is because most analysts that I speak to, and these are peers, right? I myself am an analyst at heart as well. Most analysts I speak to don't actually take decisions. They inform the business about certain things, but they don't actually take decisions. And that's a very easy role to play, because you can sit back and just say, here's the data, do with it what you want. And that's kind of a comfortable position, right? And I don't think that we really grow as people if we are in a comfort zone. I think we need to go outside the comfort zone. Fafin, I see you enhancing me. I'll fight you on this one. There you go. I'll fight you. So I feel like analysts should actually be more involved in the decision process. And so I'm going to show you how I think that should be. So I designed a 5-step decision science process based on the real world. I didn't just come up with this in my basement and then be like, buy my PDF. This is based on something I've perfected over the last 10 years. So the idea of the course is that you will bring your own data with. I will have sample data for you to play with, but you can bring your own data as well. And you should bring your own data to experiment with. Buy my garbage PDFs. And once you have your data, then you can apply the process to your data and voila, magic. So the idea is you will invest 6 hours a week for 3 weeks, which is basically like a weekly game night. And if you don't watch 2 of my streams per week, then you're already winning. That's basically how much it is, right? It's like two full live streams a week. Okay. Maximum handsome. Okay, chat. You wanna go? You wanna go for it? Go for it. The course is broken into 3 parts. Part number 1, mise en place. Obviously, before you start cooking, you need to make mise en place to make sure that everything is prepared that you need. Module 2, you can tackle the data challenges, so you can use both the example data or your own data. And then in the delivery part, you would bring your own data ideally. And we will put the entire process together and map it to your data. And for dessert, because I know you all like dessert. Who doesn't like dessert? Seriously, write in chat if you don't like dessert. And watch how chat will roast you for not liking dessert. You hate desserts, Fafin. Get out of here. I will, as it's live, you have the option to get coached by me. There'll be like, office hours. And if you're really struggling, you can do one-on-ones. And there will be peer feedback because you can also do group work. Don't need to go about me. There's like some people who quoted stuff. Now, a lot of people have asked me about the pricing. So I will tell you about the pricing. First of all, your employer should cover this. You should be able to reimburse this as part of your education budget at work, because it is not a lot of money for a corporation. However, if you are not able to get this reimbursed, then if you're paying out of pocket, I am applying purchasing power parity pricing. What does that mean exactly? It means that if you want it, depending on where you are booking from, like where your credit card country is, then I will apply a discount. And I have some examples of this. I posted it on LinkedIn today. Let me just go get it for you. Let me go check the examples from today. Okay, so here's a few examples. If you are from Iran, you will pay 6.9 million rial, which is a 70% discount. If you are from Libya, you would pay just over 1,000 dinar, which is a 60% discount. From Malaysia, you would pay 1,284 ringgit, which is a 50% discount. if you're from Croatia, you would pay 307 euros. It's 40% discount. From Korea, you would get a 20% discount, which equates to 585,000 won. It all depends on where your credit card is from. As a freelancer, I'll ask my boss. He's a good guy. Thanks, Forex. Appreciate that. So that's basically the idea. Is I want to help you take better decisions. I want analysts to be taking decisions. I don't think it's right that analysts just inform the business. You need to have a deep understanding. Yeah, it's kind of like the Big Mac Index. Kind of like the Big Mac Index. So share it with anyone you know. That's like one of the most amazing things you can do. I will only hold the live cohort if there are sufficient enrollments. So there are spots left still. But yeah, if there are not enough enrollments, then I will not hold the cohort. And then I will be streaming, which I don't think will happen. But you have until October 22nd, technically, to enroll, which is plenty of time. It's like still 6 weeks or so. So I look forward to maybe seeing some of you as learners. And if you have questions about the pricing or anything in the course, then just reach out to me. I'm happy to answer it. You can also paste it here in chat if you like. And I see that Fafin has caused me vision trouble again. Fafin. Yet again, Fafin. I see you. I see you. I see what you're doing. So yeah, I have been setting up this cohort for around 6 months now. Preparing and speaking to analysts and doing all that stuff. So I hope that it resonates with you if you are in an analyst or analyst adjacent position. It does require some level of SQL knowledge, but you do not need to be a SQL wizard to attend the class. There will be a SQL component to it, of course. You will learn to write better SQL as well as part of it. That's in the second module. There will be a kind of tips and tricks, best practices SQL part as well. But this is about the outcome. This isn't about the code. Anyone can write good code. With enough practice and enough learning, you can write code. But I don't think that anyone really knows how to help take a decision right now in a business. I think they know how to deliver outcome. They know how to deliver results to someone and say, this is what you asked for, and deliver an opinion, but not a decision. And so that's kind of the point with my... I can't help it. You and Maya teasing us with your near physical perfection. Thank you, Fafin. I appreciate it. 5 out of 7, this is the perfect Maddie. With googly eyes. Oh no! What? I'm melting. Oh. Thank you, Forex. That will surely go into the gallery of delicious redeems. So, it's time to blur. Do I seem blurry to you, chat? Maybe you're just drunk. Thank you for the screenshot, Steffi. There's no text to speech anymore because we kind of made a boo-boo with that one. But it takes a screenshot, don't worry. Maybe I could just add a screenshot sound effect instead of the... No. We can't slam the text to speech like that. So yeah. It does not work on YouTube, Rugmat. I'm very sorry. I saw you try it. So yes, blur time. GDPR. Who of you remembers the GDPR redeem? Does anyone remember it? I do. I remember the GDPR redeem, chat. I remember 2 components. Component number 1, blur. Component number 2, voice distortion. Oh, did we change it to say? Ah, yes. But it broke my Mac or something. It did something wrong, so we didn't do it anymore. Okay, so here's the thing. Where's OBS? Who? Are you serious? Who put clowns? I didn't see it. How did you do that? Every time you should have a new anonymous come on and stream instead. Like a... How? How to do that? I don't have a clone machine like Finite. I don't have a cloning vat. Or however... I don't know how Finite makes clones. I don't have that. Okay, so... Here's the thing. If I want to blur... This is how it's going to go. If I want to blur something... Then basically it's going to be my camera. And that's this source here. Camera main. You can see that this source... this scene contains 2 sources. After Dust said, yeah, you shouldn't use ADEM. I remember. You said background clowns at the beginning of the stream? They've been there the whole time? Get them off my stream. I hate clowns. You know that. Don't like clowns. I was trying to say I remember every time you'd identify yourself as a new... Oh, yes. That's a thing. Yes. So, the idea is to have on camera main a filter. Because everything here, you see everything here does what it needs to, you see? Are those clowns? I can't even see anymore. Are those shoes? Oh wow, shoes. Look at that. Where's my window gone? It's over here. Okay. So if we add a blur... If we add a blur filter here... Then it will be on everything. So we're going to call this GDPR. However, I need to think about something. The background blur behind you works pretty well. Oh, you mean this one? Hold on, we need to zoom out. The one behind me, this is like natural blur from the lens. So if we do Gaussian blur, like this. This is pretty strong, 25. This is pretty strong. How's my... I need to kind of look at my system. Activity monitor. How are things holding up? I think everything is pretty good, no? Yeah, everything's pretty snazzy. Yeah, okay. Okay. So... Where did the blur thing go? Okay, so we have a blur. Now, I only have one camera, so I don't need multiple different levels of blur. But we could say that the blur radius... Let's try the directional one. It's kind of funky, huh? Oh wow, that's really weird. That's very strange. I don't think zoom is the right one either. Because it's more for like motion. So I think area is good. What about box? Maybe we like box more. Because we can achieve a really good level of blur. Ooh, this is nicer. This is nice. This looks very good. And then there's all these like rectangle effects. Center X. Oh look, you can make like just my face blurred? I could just blur my face. What? That's so cool. Look. I can just blur my face. Provided my face is in the center. That's kind of cool. I don't know if that works, if that's such a good idea. Hold on a second. You did something similar. Ooh. Let's watch. How did you do that? That's so cool. I would need to make a... What do you call it? I would need to make a mask out of my face. Hold on a second. If I use a source... Elgato... Camlink. Mask using alpha channel. It's a circle mask pixelated in the center. Ah, okay. I'm wondering if I can pixelate my own... I'm wondering, hold on a second. What if we chroma key? What if we chroma keyed the background? What if I set the background to be green? What if I did like this? This would be a use case for the green screen, wouldn't it? There's an option for using facial recognition if you have an NVIDIA GPU. That is very unlikely since I am on a Mac Mini, JD. There's a bit of gray. Hold on a second. Luminosity. Manual RGBA sliders. Very interesting. I don't think I can use source. Maybe I can use circle. Aha. So provided my face is in the center, but if the camera switches, here's the problem. Hold on, let me turn the lights back to something else. If my face is not in the center, it wouldn't blur. Also, if someone zooms, if someone enhances right now, or dehances, I should say, then the blur stays the same size, so it wouldn't change. It wouldn't change the size of the blur. We'd have to configure the blur to also change with the size of the... Maybe we should just do the whole thing. Just blur the whole image. Blur the whole image, okay? So this could be GDPR. I feel like it's not blurred enough. So let's try 40. That's good. All right, so we have a blur, which is really nice, I have to say. It's a very nice blur. Finite, you did a good job. So we have a box area blur. Now, if I want chat to be able to pick blur levels, then I could use this zoom reset. I'm going to duplicate that. I'm going to call it GDPR reset. GDPR reset. Source. El Gato. Oh, that would only blur that camera. Oh. Interesting. Now I realized why the zoom doesn't apply on the other scene. Because it's changing source values.
Oh, we have a little filter here, and it's a circle, right? And I can turn it off and on. But check it out. I'm going to move over here.
Oh, nice.
It moves with my face, John.
Very nice.
Wait,
I do have face
tracking. I can't
tracking.
escape the blur. The blur
I
goes
do have
with
face
me.
tracking.
How cool
Could
is that?
Wait a second.
It's almost as if there should be things flying in at my face, and I cover your left eye. You want me to be left eye? Oh, a pirate patch. I see what you're doing there. We can do that.
Wait a second.
We can totally do that.
Exceldra's Move plugin uses NVIDIA AR. Yeah, like I said, I don't have access to NVIDIA stuff because NVIDIA doesn't make GPUs for Mac, unfortunately, or fortunately, because I'm not broke. Scale image 1.1. Where was this? 0.4. Hello? Why is it like... Hello? Why is it... Why is it not tracking my face? It's so weird. Hold on. Scale max. 4.0. This is so weird. It's just like zooming into my right shoulder. Okay, let's reset this. Delete. Scale image 2.0. Strange. So whatever it's doing, it's not tracking when it should. But if we had tracking working, how would we get the blur and the tracking to work together? Because the blur is a separate filter. So if it was area, effect mask circle, if we did like this, and then we said, where's the, let's just delete it and do it again. Face tracker. So basically we would have to update something like the X and Y values based on the tracker. We'd have to update the center X percentage, probably. Like you'd have to change this value in relation to this one. Have tracking move the value of the blur. Yeah, exactly. But I don't... Is that possible? I don't know if that's possible. I really don't know if that's possible because... Zoom target location. Can you detect values? Hold on. Move value. Filter. I don't think it's possible because you can get the values for X and Y. Like you could keep getting the values every second, but you can't write them unless you have another move value filter. And then you set this one to GDPR settings. And then you use the values from something else. I don't know how to do that. I don't think it's possible. I don't think it's possible to do it. I don't think that's possible. It was a cool experiment idea, but I don't think it's possible. Also, I've noticed that the face tracker absolutely eats into resources on the Mac. It's kind of nuts. So that's one reason to also not do it. Also, that's what the background is. It's shoes. Lovely. That's the easiest way to see the background. Just change over to my other desktop. All right, so we have a GDPR filter set. What if we wanted to give people an option of setting something? How long it could be set for? Maybe duration? We could certainly do duration in seconds. Oh. Lights out. But blurry lights out. Look at how incredible that is. Blurred lights out. Makes no difference. So let's do GDPR and let's say that chat can choose the duration in seconds. From 1 to 360, for example. What's the maximum duration? Let's say 60 seconds times 5. Yeah, 300 would be 5 minutes. That's a long time. That's a very long time. Maybe 3 minutes. 180, yeah. From 1 to 180. Is 3 minutes a long time for a reward? Thanks, Jay Walter, for turning off the lights. Ah, it's the combo! The fatal combo! I don't... 3 minutes is kind of a long time. I'm actually just curious about something. I'm actually very curious about something. If the blur is here and the lights out is here, throw some blur on that for the perfect trifecta. Yeah. I'm wondering if the zoom... I'm wondering if the zoom needs to be below. I don't think it makes a difference. I actually don't think it makes a difference. Look, chat. I can do this way faster than you. See? Look at this. I can zoom in all the way and reset it anytime I want. Isn't that cool? So, GDPR, fine. Perfect. So the next part of the redeem is a microphone filter. This is going to be very interesting. This is going to be very interesting. Because I'm going to need to hear myself for a while. Which means you will also hear me. Maybe? I'm not sure. Let's test this out. High condenser. Monitor and output. Chat, do you hear me twice? 2 times. Clap, clap. Twice. Once or twice. You should only hear me 1 time. No. Wonderful. Okay. What?
May we have your attention, please? The owner of the vehicle with the license plate 69420 SQL must move their vehicle immediately or it will be towed. Thank you.
I left my other car there. That's fine. Doesn't matter. I'll just get it from the towing place again, like last time. All right, so let's add our VST plugin, GDPR. We're just gonna call this GDPR. By the way, I figured out why that house is so cheap. Uh-oh. Okay. Which, maybe Pitch Funk? Ghosts? Murder? Murder Ghosts? Okay, I have to look 1 second. Okay, GDPR. So, it's mostly monthly clown festival. No! J. Walter, you're joking, right? Like, you're actually joking. There's no monthly clown festival. Why would you do this? Just the thought is making me cringe. Hi, Blue Squid. Some would consider that a perk. Yes, they would. So I want to make my voice deeper and distorted. So I'm wondering, can I do that with this thing? I don't know. Preset. Dynamics. Modulations. Pitch. Here we go. 6 down tight. What does this sound like? But I don't hear it. I don't hear a difference in my voice. Clown ghosts. Why isn't this applying? Can someone explain this to me? Step down. Slow wonker. What the? Oh, I need an oh, I can see this. Install a license file? I don't even. Okay. Where's the? Here it is. Okay, so not that one. This one maybe. Ah, here we go. Slick EQ. I think there are a couple of things here. No presets. Well, we can just go British. frequency down. What does this even change? It's not changing anything. Deep sound. Maybe this doesn't do. This is a preamp for a guitar. That's not a good one. Let's not do that one. Let's do TDR Nova. I think Nova had... Ah, here we go. British. Ball water. No T's. Ball water. How can I adjust my frequency to be deep and distorted is the question. If I like pull all these down here and then that just adds more bass, that's the problem. Pitch distortion. Pitch distortion. Oh, there's a DS filter. That's nice. Isn't that good, JD? We were talking about that one stream. DS. Maybe I don't have a... I must have one. I'm sure I have one. How can I not have one? PAL reverb. Oh! Reverb. Holy moly. Oh, okay. Is this only for reverb? Hello? I think this is only for reverb. What if I just reuse this? If I... What was that? Okay, let's not do that one. I know there's Crush, but I don't know if Crush has the thing that we want. We can try. Modulation. On
the grill. Because we need to adjust something. Dying battery.
That didn't do anything. Hello? Oh, hello. Can you still hear me? Sound like hello? Hello, Finite. I'm trying to get a nice deep filter mod for GDPR. You're supposed to blur the video, not the audio. You're such a joker. Hold on. I need this here. Finite, we already have a blur. And now I'm trying to get an audio filter to go with it that fits. Which is proving somewhat difficult, I would say. So
I don't know what these sound like. Oh, this sounds really interesting. Crush is very complicated, but it's also amazing. Like, I can just change this stuff and it's doing really interesting stuff with my voice. Does this make me sound anonymous? Maybe it doesn't need to be low. Maybe it needs to be anonymous. Like more non-personal, if that makes sense. Error in flow. That's interesting. Okay. Got it.
What about this one? Floppy disk. No. You already have... Do you already have one like that? Ah. No. So this could work if I just change a few things here. Change the frequency. Change the frequency. No?
No. Hello? No. No. Mini Munch?
Plus sub. Plus sub. Is that adding bass? Oh my god. My voice is so bassy. Pulse bash. The one we had before kind of worked.
This error in flow is like changing my voice quality. So if I add more DWXP. Oh! Okay. If I was talking to you like this, would you recognize... Hold on. Would you recognize that it's me? That's the question. Would you recognize that it's me? Or would you think, oh, that sounds like Matty Two Shoes? Or not? Or would you say, that's somebody else? Chat. Who does it sound like? Because I could just play with the filters a bit, and this is going to change what I sound like. Can't mask your mannerisms. But what if I talk entirely differently, so that it sounds like an AI-generated voice, so that you don't recognize who it is? What do you think about that? Hold on. Let's do the real test. Let's do the real test. Let's leave that on. Let's go back here to this. Can you recognize that this is Matty? Do I sound like Matty Two Shoes? Please don't use that to blind Matty Two Shoes, the streamer. Does this sound like the streamer that you know? Or does it sound like somebody else entirely different? Cannot mask the mannerisms, but what if the streamer speaks in an entirely different tonality? Tell me, chat. Chat. Tell me what you think. Uh-oh. Warp time. Is the warp going to blur? Oh, it is also blurred. That is absolutely devastating for the streamer. Very impressive. I am really enjoying this weird effect on my voice. I am enjoying. The laugh gives it away. Interesting. So, I'm not allowed to laugh.
I'm basically not allowed to laugh. Okay. I can do that. I cannot laugh when GDPR is active. This song is very boring. So, now that we have that set up, now in comes Atom. Chat is not allowed to... Exactly. Chat cannot be funny when we're doing this. So, GDPR. Redacted. We're going to change the description. Please enter a duration for redaction. in... Please enter a duration in seconds. Between 5 or 1. 1 is gonna break it. 5, 10 seconds is minimum. And 180. $350 points. You need a chat moderator bot that can recognize and delete funny messages. Anti-fun bot. Sounds amazing. Cooldown. I will put a 3-minute cooldown. Because if someone enters 180, then... Okay, so GDPR. I'm gonna move this. I'm not gonna move it to the active yet. Rules. Do I have a GDPR rule? No, I do not. Boringer bot. That's a good bot name, J. Walter. Boringer bot. Who can be the most boring streamer? Alright, let's do this. Add a rule. GDPR. Did I make a... No. J. Walter bot. Who is the most boring streamer? Wow. Savage. It's probably you. New action. So when it gets redeemed... Twitch. Trigger type. Channel point redeem. GDPR. New data check. Check type. Get. No. Do we not need to do that anymore? Rule check. Twitch user input. Ah, here we go. Is equal to text contains. Ah, no, I can't do that here. Hold on. Can't do that here. It's valid since you never stream. Okay. OBS. Action type. Change scene filter visibility. Which one was this? Camera main. GDPR. Visible. Now what I do, if I know I'm going to turn this off, I create a duplicate one with hidden, and I create a... I just keep this here for the moment. But I think we're gonna need a delay. Oh, but the delay... What if the delay is dynamic? How do I do that? Can I make the delay dynamic? I'm not even sure. I don't know if I can do that, chat. If else. Twitch user input. I can't compare to a number. Sequence? No. Oh, maybe it's only on off. In which case it will just be a fixed... Oh. Okay, hold on. Let's go back. It's just going to be a fixed 3 minutes. Okay. It's just going to be 3 minutes. There's no way I can have it set the level of GDPR. Unless you have a choice between 1, 2, and 3 or something. Maybe. Channel point redeem. Change filter. Action delay 180. Okay. Now I want to also... I know that ads are coming up. I see it. That starts in 1 minute. Twitch chat is not there though. Like it doesn't pop it up in chat, which it's supposed to. Change filter visibility. This is going to be on the tie condenser. Is this in my microphone? Ah, mic main. But okay, let's snooze this. I'm in the middle of doing stuff, so leave me alone. Tie condenser. GDPR. There we go. Visibility visible. And then copy that. And this one is hidden. So basically, let's just check with a 10-second delay for now. So let's test the rule.
So, if I talk in a voice like this, then you probably don't recognize me right now.
And then it goes back to normal. And I think that works perfectly. So 180. Save. Now I need to push this into the channel points. Probably here. It's like camera stuff. And then need to go to Twitch and then go to GDPR. I need to move it into the active group. And put it in the distraction group as well. And then activate. So the new effect is now live. Let's try full screen. So if you activate GDPR now for 3 minutes, which is basically good because ads will start in 3 minutes and 30 seconds. We will have 3 minutes of ad automated GDPR. Oh, we could add
TTS in there. And then it would sound a little bit cool because it would use a text-to-speech engine to tell us that the stream has been redacted. And to reinforce that, I could even wear the special redaction glasses. Look at these beautiful beams. Look at the ultimate level of redaction. You can't even believe what's in front of you right now. My laugh is giving away my true identity. Still looks like you. Yes, I think we need to modify the blur filter after the ad break. I would like to add rectangular shapes so that it doesn't look like me anymore. Maybe possibly multiple blur filters stacked on top of each other. Let me just change one thing. I want to add... This is not a toggle, it is a normal sequence. Whereas new action, atom, play, text-to-speech. Which voice do we want? Maybe Lotte. GDPR mode activated. Wonderful. Default device. But then we need to know when it is deactivated. I require this up here. Save. Normally, after the 3 minutes, it should now play this version of the rule that is updated. I hope it does so. We will know shortly. Has someone been keeping time of how long it's been? Has it been 3 minutes?
Oh, it didn't play it. Let's do a quick test. 5 seconds before the ads start.
GDPR mode activated. GDPR mode deactivated.
Okay, no. Maybe Emma? Emma sounds better. Let's try Emma.
GDPR mode activated.
Oh, British.
GDPR mode deactivated.
Okay, I think we'll go with Emma. Emma sounds very official. Alright, so ads are going to be starting soon. I will see you all in a few minutos. Bye-bye. $543? Oh no! I don't know what angle that is. Oh my word. Chat, look at this. So cheeky. Wow, Karen. Karen is absolutely wrecking today with the beats. Congratulations, Karen. I have a big problem. My parents haven't bought me any more food for me to eat. The cupboards are empty. They don't love me. You just like to send Morse code with your cheeks. Beep, beep, boop, 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 beep, beep, beep. They're not in sync. So, you know, one goes off, and then like 3 seconds later, the next goes off, and then 4.5 seconds later, the other one goes off, and they're not perfectly in sync because they're different bells. So you get like this clunk 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 clunk. Like you get like this absolute blasting of bells 4 times an hour. Yeah, I don't want to install anything on my computer anymore because I'm
garbage.
That was wonderful time. Oh, I did like a 9949 Modulo 360, bruh. Amazing. Garbage. Absolutely incredible. And I landed that after like a sweet kickflip. Here's another step-by-step video, even if you don't have a company email. Really? Okay. Oh!
Ragnar took a screenshot. You took a screenshot.
Great transition to our ads. See you in 3 minutes, chat.
Ragnar took a screenshot. Exegete your doc a screenshot.
Yeah, good for you, chat. Your audio cue for today is whoop, blue, blue. Message tag is the P, message text is the message. Create text node. Very clever. I like how you had it. It helps with the legibility of the bold in particular. 15 degrees. Yeah, that's pretty much what I expected to happen there. Okay. Let's try it out. You can DM me on Discord if you want. I won't say no. Hello. Welcome back, chat. Hello, Limonade Chick. Welcome back to chat. Good to see you again. Rugmat, your bot with little emojis. Very cool. I like that a lot. We were just about to start messing more with the blur. I need to adjust the name.
GDPR mode activated.
Yeah.
GDPR mode deactivated.
So I'm going to put 10 seconds, so it gives us a bit more time. And I'm going to update the description. Oh, I already did that before. All right. So, chat. OBS time. Wow. That's a very creative one. Congratulations, chat. You did something I didn't think was possible. Wow. That's truly something special and horrifying. Anyway, it's good to see you, Luminat Chick. You know, I've wanted to adjust this camera for a while. Maybe I should just do it now. 3070. Camera 3070. This one. Oh, it's cropped. That's why I didn't do it last time. Yeah, that takes a lot of work. I will do that some other time. Anyway, the point is the blur. I want to have a better blur. So what I'm thinking is we need to go to this one. Camera main. Windowed projector. So this is what it looks like. Actually, we don't need to do that. We can just do this. So the blur filter right now looks like this, which Rugman says still looks like me. The last time I remember there was no option to create AI images. I believe that redeem is still active. Oh, did I disable it? I may have disabled it for some reason. I know you like that, Limonade Chick. I disabled it for some reason, but I don't remember why. Why did I do that? So here's the thing, GDPR. I think I want to make it... Finite, are you still here? Because I need to figure out how to blur so it's... How do you say? Tiny little squares. Dual Kawaze. Dual Kawaze. That's very blur. Pixelate. There we go. Ah. Hexagons. Oh my gosh, this looks so cool. So what do we think, chat? I think this is a lot more effective. The triangle has a really interesting effect. Still looks like me though. Right, Rugmat? Circles? That looks weird. That looks super weird. That is so weird. Chat, isn't that weird? How weird is this? How weird does this look? I mean, this is kind of creepy. Rectangle. Saurus. I kind of like the circles, but it's not so pixelated. The hexagon is pixelated. Hexagonal. Yeah. Let's do like that. Really big hexagons. No. I can go with like 36. There we go. This is more believable. Alright. So this is what will happen. When I get GDPR'd, regardless of which camera I'm on, it will do like this. Hold on. Alright, I'm not going to redeem it. I'll do it. I'll do it via ADEM directly. Where is it? Here.
GDPR mode activated.
And now I am entirely protected by GDPR.
GDPR mode deactivated.
Oh. So that's cool. That doesn't look like me at all. So that kind of works.
GDPR mode activated.
I think this does actually work quite well. What do you think, chat?
GDPR mode deactivated.
I mean, I need to extend it to 180 seconds, but that works pretty well. I actually like it. What does it look like with the goggles? I wonder what it looks like with the glasses on. Let's find out. Here we go.
GDPR mode activated.
Oh, I am very censored right now.
GDPR mode deactivated.
What's really cool is you can change cameras and it will stay active.
GDPR mode activated.
Look, I can change cameras and it's still GDPR'd. Isn't that awesome?
GDPR mode deactivated.
So I think that's a win, chat. I think that's a win. You all are very quiet today, which is fine.
GDPR mode activated.
Oh, Ralph Matt, you activated it again. Thank you so much. You are truly an incredible person.
GDPR mode deactivated.
Alright, I will increase the delay to 180 seconds. I think 3 minutes... Is 3 minutes too long? Yeah, I'm only increasing it now. But here's the fun part. I'll give you a free one, Rugmat.
GDPR mode activated.
This can now be combined with all of the other effects. 30 minutes. That sounds absolutely ridiculous. Look, if we use other effects like enhance, you can try and enhance.
GDPR mode deactivated.
Oh no. Why did it go off? Uh-oh. Oh, I forgot the 0. It was 18 seconds.
Garbage.
Okay.
GDPR mode activated.
So now, you can combine this effect with all of the other effects. So you can change camera. You can do a time warp. Oh no, the line looks so funky. Wow! That's incredible. The line is so cool. Wait, why is that happening? I need to check. Why is the line? Why does it do that? I need to understand. Why is it doing that? That's so interesting. Is it because, oh, time warp is above. Interesting. I should just place the filter like this, and then the time warp will play as a normal line. Very cool. Okay, that's fixed. What's next on the docket? What about zoom? Does zooming work? Enhance, 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 enhance. If you enhance a lot, you can almost see me properly, which is not so good, I don't think. What do you think, chat? I am not prepared for this today. If you dehance, I think it will dehance and create a postage stamp. How wonderful. That is because the zoom is outside. That makes sense. That is because the zoom filter is here. Look, chat. That's because the zoom filter is there. So if we apply the zoom filter outside, then we stay pixelated. That is safer for me. That is much safer. What about classroom? That is okay. Okay, lights out. It's time to test lights out. What does lights out look like? Let's try it. Oh, surprise! I am no longer visible. My name is Maddie2.
69420.
Deactivated.
Of course, in the middle of my sentence, it had to deactivate. Amazing. Well, I need to... Oh no, I closed Atom. I didn't want to do that. I closed Atom by mistake. Wah wah. Chad, are you still awake? So I think I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. I'm pretty pleased with that. Are the lights gonna come back on? How long do the lights go out for? Did I just turn them off completely? I may have turned off my lights forever, chat. I'm sorry. I may have turned them off forever. That's fine. We're just streaming in the dark now. That's just what we do. Cool. Well, that was on my plan for today. And I don't really have anything else planned for today. So I don't know what to tell you, chat. Oh, there we go. We're back. Okay, that's good. I need to turn off the monitoring on my audio because it's super annoying to hear myself. I don't know what it's like for you, chat. Must be annoying as well to hear me the entire time. But it's very annoying for me to hear myself. I don't like hearing myself. I am going to see if I had anything in my backlog. I think I had GDPR in here. Channel points. Did I have GDPR in here somewhere? Ah, yes. GDPR there. That was the last one. That was actually the last effect that I had to migrate over from my old setup. So I can now archive that, which is nice. Cool. Yeah, I don't have anything else that is super fast, I don't think. That I could just quickly do. I don't think. Yeah. I think that's going to be it for today, chat. Soft return. Let's put it that way. So this Friday, I'm going to be hosting another episode of the Data Cafe. What is the Data Cafe, you ask? Well, the Data Cafe is a bi-weekly episode on Twitch of the latest and greatest news in data and tech. And the idea behind it was basically, I see a ton of articles during the week. I see like videos and articles and all kinds of really interesting stuff during the week, and I sometimes don't have time to read through it when I see it. So I put it in saved notes in Telegram, in my basically chat to myself. And then I would take time like on the weekend or whenever, like during the day when it was like a bit of a slow hour or something like that. And I would take that time to read through those things. And I thought to myself, it would be kind of cool if I could share that with all of you. So that's how the idea of the Data Cafe was born. So basically I also, as usual, I write all of my stream recaps in Patreon. And so all the links that we talk about on Fridays, they also go into the recap on Patreon, which is free to read. You can join as a member for free. And that's it. You get to read all of the news articles and videos that I link to in the Data Cafe. So we're almost at 1,200 followers. Very nice. Patreon is also the best way to support me financially. If you are looking to do that, of course, you do not have to. I earn a very good wage. Of course, I'm always grateful to those who do support me on Patreon. And so I wanted to give a shout out at this point in time as well to my fellow patrons. Hello, Dr. Padawan. Just in time to say hello. Yes. And good night. Exactly. So I did want to give a special shout out today to my 5 patrons who are supporting me, because I am very grateful for that, because they cover a lot of the costs that I have associated with streaming, you know, like domains and hosting and all that kind of stuff. So thank you very much to Michael, aka UK Maddles, Ivy, and Amani, and Barmp, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, and Aaron. Thank you for being valuable patrons of mine. And I look forward to bestowing you with more updates in the future. There will always be stream recaps, and then sprinkled in between, there's always some other updates in there. Dr. Padawan, what is up with you? We are just about to end stream for today. I think we're going to go visit an old friend of ours, someone that was mentioned in chat earlier. who is a wonderful streamer, another techie person like myself. So let's wrap things up. At the end of the stream, we say thank you. Thank you to those who were here, to those who were here, who are here. Thank you to everyone who was here. Stay for the raid. Thank you, JD Does Dev and Finite, for your resubscriptions today. I really appreciate it. Really, 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 really think it's cool that so many streamers sub to other streamers. Not only non-streamers, but not just viewers. Taberna and Jen, thank you very much for those follows. Very appreciated. Today we are going to raid Purple Elf, or Purple F, depending how you want to say that, Maya. What else are we going to do with all those sweet, sweet Bezos bucks? It's true, Finite.
Jeff Bezos, the richest
It's true.
man in the world.
I advise you to say hello to Maya and wish her a wonderful day, and enjoy the stream and say hello from Maddie. Maya is a good friend of the stream. Maya streams a lot. We will see each other on Friday, not Thursday, Friday. I have a work event on Thursday, but we will be seeing each other on Friday. Also, Finite, while I have you here, if you'd like to tell me in Discord where and what color you want your name on the mask of subscription for September, let me know, and I'll be happy to put it on there for you. Thank you very much for your sub. And I'll be seeing all of you on Friday, hopefully, for the Data Cafe. Bye-bye.